Charleston Southern head coach Gabe Giardina, a team coming off a 13-0 loss at FBS opponent Coastal Carolina this past weekend. In action this week, the first association game of the season when they host Lindenwood on Saturday afternoon. So, Coach, just some thoughts on your team, and we'll go to some questions.
Yeah, I just proud of the way our team competed last Saturday night. I thought we played extremely hard, and in a great environment against a team from our state, and fought, bought, and scratched for 60 minutes, and was just really proud of the way that we forced turnovers. We were resilient on defense. We got the run game going a little bit there on offense. They're obviously very good on defense. We've seen two really elite defenses here the last 2 weeks. So we know we got to get this offense going, and obviously very excited to kind of really be into what I would think is really the real part of our season. Very excited to be in association play just because that's that time of the year, and this is what you do it for, and glad to be a part of obviously such a elite conference.
I'm going to say it, but I'm not going to say it. Moral victories. But if you're playing two FBS teams to start the season, you have your first game, and in the next game, you lose by less than 2 touchdowns. You're in the game the whole way.
Yeah.
I know you want to win, but is there something to be said? Like, as you said, you were proud of that effort.
Yeah, I think our team has handled it the right way. I think we understand that the last 2 weeks has kind of been the bonus part of our season. Now we frame this as really the meat of our season, where our narrative really gets written. And I think we've learned a lot. We learned some great lessons and had some great successes, and then we learned a couple tough lessons too about some things situationally that we can do better.
I don't know if you said this before or another coach, you can never get too high or too low, right? The outcome of your game. How do you didn't just take it a week at a time and then say, as you said, this is our association game. It doesn't really matter what we've done the past 2 weeks. We're just going to look at Lindenwood on Saturday.
Yeah, I think we just try to treat every game as literally almost like a one-game season, and try to frame it in that mindset. We have a word for the week, and we have just kind of a 7-day mindset. And we're trying to number our days, but we number our days based off of playing on Saturday, not by the end of the season.
Well, let's talk about Lindenwood then. So you all have played twice before, split 2 meetings, and they're coming in, and they have played an FBS team as well. They played an FCS team and an FBS team. So what have you seen? And they played Appalachian State close as well. So what have you seen from them?
Oh, I think Jed, does a wonderful job. I think he runs a first-class organization because he's a high character guy. I do think a lot of our coaches are in this league are very high character, but just got a lot of admiration for him and the way he does things, what he's built there. Obviously, we know that their quarterback is a very good player. He's got some Houdini or magician-like qualities. See the scramble and touchdown that he had against App State, if you want to verify those things. But tough, hard-nosed, stingy football team, and we know that we'll have our hands full on Saturday.
With your team or their team, is there something to be said that, when you've played some higher level opponents, you may have some players who haven't showed up on film well or in the stats who are going to be a difference maker this week? So either way, do they have some people maybe who haven't been quite as good, and do you have some people who are probably going to take a step up this?
I mean, I think they got a good team across the board. And I think they've played well. I mean, they gave App everything they wanted. You know what I'm saying? Probably feel like they should have won the game. They turned them over a ton of times. They kept the ball. I think they had 35 minutes, I think, of time of possession. Certainly did a lot in a very difficult environment to win the ball game. So I don't know. I hope they don't have any mystery people on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Don't pull anyone out of the St. Louis. I don't know if there's any rivers around St. Louis or not. My geography is not very good when it comes to the Midwest, but don't pull somebody out of the arch, that can go, make plays for you.
So good answer. Your team had 3 interceptions. So talk about that and just continue to make some good plays to take the ball away from Coastal last week.
Yeah, I think our guys just, they just played hard and we're in the right place and we're trusting what we're doing. And I was glad to see that when the moment happened, we were up to the task to make the big play when we needed it. And it's a great step for all of our confidence in some of these players. I think in their players' personal confidence. So I was she's really excited.
You had people like Zakowski, who's been around and one of your leaders, and then like a Jaden Hancock, who's a freshman, made an interception too. So it was different pieces of that defensive puzzle.
Yeah, and anytime you pick the ball up, I think it's a function of a lot of things. I think it's obviously the individual that makes the play, but being in a good scheme at the right time, kind of understanding what they may try to do to you. But then also the pass rush. And I know we didn't get there much. I think we only got to Coastal one time, but I thought we hit them a bunch. And then just kind of proud to see our guys, even Nick Sawyer, who's new for us, made that third interception. That was a big play, and all of them in the red zone. We bent, but we didn't break.
Probably not surprised that Gilbert Brown does some things with his punting. His average was down a little bit, but he had an 82-yard punt. So can you talk about an 82-yard punt?
Uh, yeah, I mean, he had the one, it flipped the whole field, and we love Gil. I want him to catch the snap on the next one so he can, hit another good one. So I thought, he played solid in the game, but I also think he can play a lot better. He's got to be better when we are punting the ball inside the red area, to pin people back. So, it was nice for him to win that award. And then great for me to be able to follow up and challenge him and say, yeah, but I know you're better than that, Gil.
That's what good players and All-Americans want to do, right? Get
Yeah,
better every week.
they got to be coached hard, and that's good.
What about your special teams just overall through 2 games? How do you feel about them?
I think we've kicked off well. Hadn't had a whole lot of opportunities, but we've had the touchbacks. It's been nice. I think we're playing hard. I think we're covering well. I don't know, Kyle. I don't want to tell you too much about what it is. They like to keep the sauce a little secret on that. So I'll just tell you that I am really pleased with the way we're playing on teams.
And I think you referenced the beginning, but just playing at home. I know everybody wants to play home. We talked about this last year, but just to have this home game to start association play as well.
I am very excited that after the game, I will not arrive at home at 3 a.m. That is my biggest excitement. Certainly excited for our students and the atmosphere. I think they're kind of thirsty. We've been in class here for 3 weeks now, and we've enjoyed. We got a $5 million new cafeteria around here, Kyle. We would love to see you come eat at some point. We're excited to have a football game on campus here at Charleston Southern. It's Monk's Corner Day, or MoCo Day. So we're inviting the town of Monk's Corner out. And we got a couple guys from our team from Monk's Corner. So we need these northern Berkeley County residents to show out in force. Hashtag bring the MoCo.
Random. It's a 4 Eastern start. What's the best time of day to play? What time do you want to play football games?
It doesn't matter to me. Spot the ball. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna, we're excited to get an opportunity to play in front of our home fans. Certainly here, and the time of the game to me is inconsequential. I got bigger issues and things to fix.
Perfect. Sorry, I didn't mean to catch you off guard there. Appreciate your time as always, Coach. Just best of luck as we start association play to your team, and we'll talk to you again this time next week.
We need everybody from Monk's Corner, all right, the MoCo, to bring the mojo this weekend. Okay, thanks.